In this video, I will explain you difference in upper thirds and lower thirds if we want to have them inside of Ketron, inside of Korg, or inside of Genos. I will compare those instruments and I will tell you what each of them is capable to do. Now you can make intervals, upper and lower thirds on Genos. You can make that on PA5, PA4, PA3, and you can make them on Event. You cannot make in SD series. Event is first keyboard where you can make those intervals. Now, we will start from Yamaha Genos. Yamaha Genos, if you want to make intervals, upper or lower intervals, upper thirds, lower thirds, you have to go through Expansion Manager. Expansion Manager, you have to use samples. For each sound, you have to make interval. It's very hard and complex job. Requires a lot of time. And it is limited possibilities because now you are making intervals of instruments. You are not making model that you can use for any instrument, internal or sampled. You can use just for sampled instruments. There is no model that you can use for everything. That model exists in Korg and in Ketron. I will explain you that in a moment. Just first, I will show you what I'm talking, which intervals. Now, in my voice mode, I have folder with lower intervals and upper intervals. If I go to upper intervals, I have instruments of basso accordion, sopran accordion. I have intervals of guitars and some tamburica instruments. Now, I will not go to details. If you want to know details, how it is organized and how that behaved in Ketron, actually in Genos, you have to be subscriber. After this video, I will release a video for subscribers only. So that is going to be stimulation for you. If you want to be a subscriber, you will be able to see some other videos that people who are not subscribers cannot see. Now, after this video, you will see that video if you are a subscriber. I already made that video on my home country language, but I will make it on English language very soon during this day. And then I will release that video as well. Now, let me continue with this thing. Now, as I mentioned, two disadvantages. You can make perfect intervals with scales. Now, I will play some of those intervals. I will go and I will play, for example, if I go to registration memory, on my third bank, I have intervals, and now C major. If I go out, you can see that it says up registration, number 1 is +3C. It is in bank where I have like upper thirds, I call it on my language terze, +3. Duris means major, mol means minor. I made it on my language because the people from my country, they are mostly using those intervals, but I can make English language version. But you can learn it. You have to learn something. I live in Canada, in Mississauga, but I am from Bosnia, from town Modrica. Remember Modrica? You have to learn that Modrica. It is a very important town for me. And now, since you are watching my videos, you have to learn in Bosnia is town, North Bosnia and Modrica. Check it. Beautiful small town. Now, that's why I write everything on a Modrica language, Bosnian language. So now you can see here, I have upper third. Here you can see as well, I have main. I can disengage this. I have, for example, C. It is main note and then only upper third. And together, I separated notes because now you can control them on your way. You can mix them, control them, and now you can, what you can do, you can just exchange. Instead of this accordion, you can choose another accordion, or you can choose guitar, or you can choose tamburica sound, whatever I made of those intervals. You can combine them, whatever you want to have as a main sound, and then what is going to be upper third, you can put any of those instruments. combine whatever you want to do. So that's why I make this on this way. Now, I have those, and then if I go to the next page, for example, on number 8, I have harmonic minor third. But on first page, I have on 8 major. So I have 10 positions. So if I go here, on first position, I have C major, then I have D, then I have D flat, E flat, then I have E, then F, then I have G, then I have A flat, then I have A, I have B flat, and I have B. So you can read it here. Only I put it on my language. So, for example, for E flat, it says S on my language. For A flat, it says S. For B flat, we call it B. And for B, we call it Ha, or it is letter H, but we call it Ha. Now you are learning Bosnian language. It is good for you. I had to learn English. Now you have to learn some Bosnian. Now, okay. So that is about those intervals. As I mentioned, I have them for guitars. For example, I go to guitar section, and I have here on position 8, it's always A upper third. And here is minor third. Harmonic. No, I have to go to, just a moment. Okay, those are, let me see, what is this here? A little bit confusion. When you press harmonic, then you have to press number 8. Harmonic intervals, 8 is A minor. Then major, again 8, major. So always on number 8 is, for example, if I am at this bank, it is accordion major. But I have to press 8. If I want to have tambura it's a sound, then I have to press 8. Minor, 8. Minor, 8. Minor, 8. 8. So major and parallel minor, harmonic minor, and then I have guitars, tambura sounds, lower thirds. That's it. Okay, so that is how it sounds. Now, what if you want to have those sounds and to put them in your keyboard? It is extremely easy job. I will tell you that you can use you can do that job. Just take coffee, tea, and just import everything, and you will have everything. You don't need to do anything on your keyboard. Everything is going to be in your keyboard right away. But that is in video. If you are a subscriber, next video, how to do that, it is going to explain you how to do that. I have some videos for everybody, some videos for subscribers, and I have some private videos as well for people who call me and who wants to buy some tutorial and they want to learn something that I do private video and send them link, just they can see that video. So now let us continue difference. That was Genos. Now Korg. Korg is more powerful than Genos in this field because Korg, you can make template of the interval. All those intervals, major, minor, harmonic, upper, lower, in Korg, if you are doing that in Korg, you make template. And then when you use template, then you just change instrument, whatever you want to change, internal or sample. You can put first instrument, whatever you want from Korg, from factory, from everything. And you can use interval from anything. You can combine accordion and clarinet, guitar and another guitar, whatever you want to combine, you can combine if you are using Korg. That is advantage, huge advantage compared to Genos. But in Korg has one disadvantage compared to Genos. If you want to use pitch with those intervals, with templates, then you cannot use pitch. You can use every instrument, but not instrument that have pitch. If you want to have instrument that has pitch, you have to make those intervals through. You have to make actually sounds of those intervals in oscillator mode, and that is more complex, and that is same like Genos, but in Genos you can make perfect intervals to use in every type of scale, but in Korg, if you use some scales that are specific for some countries, like in my countries we have some popular, it calls on my language Južni vjetar songs, Južni vjetar, south wind songs, then they require on every semi-note interval. But if you are doing oscillators intervals, you cannot do that in Korg, because Korg mapping goes from one note to another semi-note. It cannot stay on one note. And that's why those intervals will not work. Like previous with intervals, what I told you for Korg, that are made with a template. So those are, I'm not talking to you how to make this. I'm just giving you idea how it works and what you can make, what you cannot make. But this is actually tutorials. Some of tutorials I will give it to you. Some of tutorials are actually private. And if you want to know, you can ask me for private tutorials. Then I can show it to you with private video that you can just see. Now, Korg has huge advantage because you and I will give it silver medal for Korg, bronze medal for Genos. It can do a lot of things, but a lot of limitation, very hard. But perfect thirds, but not template. Korg, not all thirds perfect. Most of them are perfect, but template is there, and you can choose instrument. And now, absolute winner, and only perfect instruments for make all intervals that do everything without any kind of limitation is Ketron Event X. But only Ketron Event X, not SD series, not any another kind of Ketron. In Ketron Event X, you can make whatever you imagine. Any kind of interval, any kind of scale, and you can change any interval, any instruments whenever you want to change it. So it is perfect tool for people who wants to have intervals. Absolutely winner and king of arrangers if we are talking about intervals. Only keyboard that solved everything related to intervals. Now, I don't need to explain you what Genos can. I can just tell you Genos can do everything about intervals. So I don't need to tell you which third will work, which third will not work. Everything works. Okay, so this is a video where I am explaining to you strength of each of those instruments if we are talking about intervals. Intervals, it is not everything. You know what somebody needs them, somebody doesn't need them. So, but that is one of the things. So every of those instruments that I mentioned, Ketron, Event, or Korg, they have strength and weaknesses. So every of them sounds great. It is only up to you. What do you want to have and what do you need? So what is your priority? But in my next couple of videos, I'm going to tell you what you can find in some instrument that is advantage that you cannot find in another. I started with intervals in this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day. See you in next video. And please subscribe if you want to see my tutorial video where I'm giving some your idea what you can do. And of course, as I mentioned, some tutorial videos are for subscribers, some are private. If we are going to more details, then it is private video. All the best to you.